and introduce you to Nitty Gritty. Come here, sir. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Be impressed each and everyone. See? Like dance and business dance. See? King James used to work, man. See?
Welcome to Jamaica Worldwide, and today we are talking about the life and the events leading up to the death of one reggae artist known as Nitty Gritty. We will analyze the probable circumstances that led to him being shot by another dancehall superstar.
Alright there, nothing, say something.
While the story of the death of Nitty Gritty is quite well known, there have been quite a few conflicting stories. Some details have been lost in time, but this is the definitive story of the circumstances leading to his death. Before we begin, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, hit the notification bell to ensure you get videos as soon as they are released. In the 1980s, there were several reggae acts who were residing in New York due to its lucrative reggae industry and other opportunities. Some left Jamaica after the flare-up in violence due to the 1980 election between the JLP and PNP. Some simply left for better opportunities or family reasons. We are talking about some classic acts like Freddie McGregor, Gregory Isaacs, Tony Tuff, Prince Mohammed, who now goes by George Nooks, Dennis Brown, Augustus Thomas, Tinga Stewart, Roman Stewart, many more. A few never returned to reside on the island, but however, some were back and forth to the island and some returned to Jamaica. Nitty Gritty was no different. Nitty Gritty was born in Augustown and was the second of 11 children in a very religious household. In the early 1970s, he formed the Soul Lights and recorded his first solo single in the early 1980s for Sugar Minott. He worked on the Zodiac sound system and recorded further singles working with George Pang, then moving on in 1985 to record for King Jammies, with whom he had his breakthrough success with the song Huggin' a Minty. Nitty Gritty was the first to record the song and was an instant success. He enjoyed further successful singles produced by Jammies, and his debut album, Turbocharge, was released in 1986, as was the split album with him and King Kong, Musical Confrontation. With his success, he migrated, but before relocating to New York City, he moved to London and stayed there for a short while. Upon moving to New York, he was still recording, but not as frequently. Further albums he did General Penitentiary, the self-titled album Nitty Gritty, and Ja in the Family, which was 1989. Supercat was another artist that had moved to New York to maximize the benefits of his career.
Sanakan, man, that a youth was a righteous man. If you happy and you love it, you put up your hand. Man, I make me hear it from the firehouse, man.
He had blown up in Jamaica and his music was sought after in New York. Dub plates, etc. In the late 80s, he started his own Wild Apache Productions label and was staying close to the lucrative market in New York. Now, many reggae enthusiasts know that Supercat had a brother called Junior Cat. It is said that they did a show at some point in New York where the promoter said he was not able to pay Junior Cat. From this point, there are two stories. Three if you count the unlikely drug story. The first more popular one is that Junior Cat did not have any money, and this led to him borrowing Nitty Gritty's rental car. It is said that he met some young lady and he didn't have the money to take her out or to take her to a hotel. As a matter of fact, he didn't have a car to get there in the first place. So he ended up borrowing the car and money from Nitty Gritty. Also in this version, it is said that he ended up crashing that car. And of course, the car was a rental and insurance didn't cover himself or the car, because of course he was not the authorized driver. Nitty Gritty was upset about this whole situation. It is not sure if Nitty Gritty was the person who rented the car or Nitty Gritty was speaking on behalf of someone else, but Nitty Gritty was very upset about the whole situation. Now, both stories end with a dissatisfied Nitty Gritty. So before continuing, I will interject the second story, which is from Industry Insiders. Now, as I said, both stories start with Junior Cat not getting paid. But in this version, it is said that Junior Cat was very upset and somehow broke the glass on Nitty Gritty's car. Whether the windscreen or the window, not sure. But as I said, both stories end with Nitty Gritty not being satisfied. And the whole situation culminated in an argument at the Superpower record shop in New York. That day was a very big argument between Nitty Gritty and Junior Cat. Of course, Junior Cat was between a rock and a hard place. Nitty Gritty, he came to start threatening Junior Cat, threatening his life, things of the sort. Now, he was very upset, and you can understand. With Super Cat being there, he was very defensive of his brother. So Super Cat was not having this whole situation. Of course, the egos clashed. Nitty Gritty not hearing what he wanted to hear. And with Super Cat joining the argument, things reached a boiling point. It is said that Nitty Gritty brandished a firearm. And also it is said that Nitty Gritty attempted to fire the weapon at Super Cat. However, the weapon jammed. It is said that a firearm was passed to Super Cat, but it wouldn't be surprising if he had his own weapon on him at the time. He was a licensed gun owner in Jamaica and was not shy about making it clear that he was armed. He actually did this on stage during a clash at Sting.
If a next pussy fling a back, I'm a shot anyone out of the side on the face.
Super Cat then shot Nitty Gritty fatally. After the fact, Super Cat did not stick around. He jumped into his car and left the scene. No one could find Super Cat until he showed up with his lawyer, of course, to speak to the police. Of course, there was a case against Super Cat, but this was thrown out on the grounds of self-defense because, of course, Nitty Gritty had pulled his weapon first. Super Cat went on after this to become a massive superstar. As a matter of fact, it was partly due to the controversy surrounding the whole situation that Super Cat actually became even more recognized, and even his record label capitalized on the situation. And of course, the rest is history. I want to thank everyone for their comments on Nitty Gritty and for requesting this story, because this event itself is a very pivotal one to the New York chapter of the reggae story. As a matter of fact, this situation is one that is very well known, but not very definite. Of course, we could only slim it down to two very similar stories. But anyway, we want to big up to all the subscribers. And remember, we now have a Patreon page, and you can support the channel as a yardie, a general, or a diplomat. Please take the time to ensure that you are subscribed to the channel, and also hit the notification bell to ensure that you will receive videos as soon as they are released. Also, check out another one of our interesting videos right here. Thank you for watching. This is Jamaica Worldwide.